Welcome my friends, Halo Okraheads. We are in the Novice to Pro series. We're dealing with Town Hall 8s and we were with Avi, the guy who helped come up with the plan with me. He's in War Playhouse. We are warring together and it's really going to be exciting. This series is going to be touching on 8s, 7s, 9s, 10s, and 11s. We're going to get in depth taking novice players or above novice, you know, the average player, and trying to make them better and really get in depth in this and really change the community. And taking you from, you know, understanding, you know, mass attacks don't always work. You can't spam everything. You got to think about certain skills. So let's get into it. Well, my friends, we are with Avi, the leader of War Playhouse, and he is about to go in on a Town Hall 8. And before we attack, though, we're going to scout it out and hear kind of his thoughts about how to take down an 8 at this game. I mean, at this level in the meta here. So take it away, Avi. Tell us kind of what troops you're bringing, why you're bringing them, and anything else about 15.
Well, I am going to be using GoHo. I just started using it as opposed to using dragons against a Town Hall 8. So I'm new to this and definitely use your help. I think some of the steps down, just not sure if I have all the steps down. I'm looking at the base now. The radius of the clan castle is fine to pull it. I'll probably send 2 hogs in by around 11 o'clock. Pull by that cannon and wizard tower. After I get it pulled, I'm gonna set a golem down by around 4 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. By that wizard tower and archer tower, and then I'm going to drop wizards behind and drop a poison for the clan castle. Then I'll wall break in. My king will go in along with the wizards and the golem and go towards the opposing king, and I'll poison him also and take him out. And then I'm just going to sprinkle in my hogs around the base and making sure that I heal by the wizard towers.
Where are you going to where are you going to wall break in? Which compartment?
I'm going to wall break in the far compartment to the right. The one that
yeah, the 3 o'clock one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe some people would be like, "Hey, the town hall's there. I can take it down." But you got to understand, it's, you know, the town hall will drop by the hogs, and wall breaking your king into the 3 o'clock compartment's better because you'll have some king on king action, and you know, make sure you'll be able to get down maybe a cannon, an archer tower, possibly a mortar if you get lucky, or that bomb tower if some of your wizards get in there. So yeah, that's smart thinking.
I always try to enter in the compartment that is going to have the easiest access to the king.
Yeah, and I think that's something to think about, without a doubt. And some people, you know, people might not realize it. Now, as far as your heal spells, you're bringing heals. Where have you thought about where you're gonna place them, or are you just gonna just like wing it?
Well, I know that I'd like to use one by the 2 wizard towers that are on the left side of the base, you know, up by 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock over there. I'm hoping that my golem will attract the fire of that wizard tower by 5 o'clock, and my wizards will be able to take out that wizard tower. I'm looking at the range of that cannon that's down at 6 o'clock, and if I can get a wizard right on that corner, it'll be able to take out that wizard tower without being hit from that cannon.
Town Hall 8s, you have minions, yeah. Another option is to put a minion over there to help the funnel, because what you don't want is, for some reason, it shouldn't happen, but you know, if you misplaced your king and you put him in the wrong spot, which, you know, and you'd have to make a big blunder. To save a wizard there, you could just put a minion and it would stay alive. Just an option to think about.
So So you think I should drop a couple of hogs, add some minions, and put them one on the elixir pump at 3 o'clock, and one on the barracks by 6 o'clock?
Well, the funnel, honestly, for the king, if you want to go into that 3 o'clock compartment, all you have to, you don't really have to worry about the barracks at 6. What you have to worry about is the gold mine at 3. Because if you put your king down at the elixir collector, which you might, or at that builder's hut, see, he'll path, if you don't clear that gold mine at 3, do you see what I'm saying? He might circle around the base, and that would just destroy it. That would be terrible. So you're gonna need to clear that over there. You could use well, a wizard tower is out of range of the cannon. You could use minions up there, or just a wizard, not wizard tower, just a wizard there to clear that. So you just that's all kind of what you have to think about, just to make sure that funnel goes in properly. And even I'm gonna hold off on the on releasing my king until the funnel is. I'm gonna make sure that wizard takes out, the structures on the side, so I'm not gonna have any issues. Cool. Okay, so you have thought about that. Yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah, that's what the line of wizards are gonna be behind the golem.
Okay. Yeah. Then you don't need a minion. I mean, it's just a minion's an option. Minions are good for funneling. If, for instance, like on, sometimes if there's not an archer tower there, then, you can use a minion or 2 to funnel instead of a wizard. Does the same job, depending. Yeah, well, it seems like you've thought about the base. I would just say think about the heals. You want the heals near, try to figure out if there's a giant bomb possibility, but certainly put heal spells by, you already mentioned it, by the wizard towers. Or a bomb tower, because they do a lot of damage to the hogs. So, well,
hopefully with my initial kill squad, I'll be taking out 1 wizard tower and a bomb tower. That's what my hope.
Yeah. I think you will. If things go right. So cool. What any other thoughts before we get into the attack? Are you gonna just mass your hogs in, or are you gonna sprinkle them in, or what's your game plan there?
I'm gonna sprinkle spam. Not like 2 hogs per defense, but just sprinkle them around the base in a circle, and just let them path where they have to.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that.
I found that if you have them coming at 1 defense from 2 angles, it's better than putting 2 of them coming at 1 defense.
Yes. Yeah. I think you're right. And the spring, they don't catch as many springs if they're all if they're spread out more that way too. So cool. Now do you ever think about, so what if the CC, well, on this base it's easy to lure, but I think it's important, like the CC is the most, if you're using GoHo, you have to kill the CC no matter what. If it's a hard lure, even putting in 10 hogs to make sure the lure happens is very important. I think people, they might lose like 6 hogs and like, oh, I've lost too many hogs. Well, I'll just bring in the rest of my attack. Like, the CC is the most important thing for a Town Hall 8. I think people need to realize you have to kill it at all means necessary. No matter what, it has to drop, or else your hogs will fail. So just keep that in mind, guys. Do you think about that? The CC is paramount. Like, that's the #1 objective.
Yeah, I mean, I was, on some of my other accounts, the higher town halls, I may or may not, pre-lure them and take care of them at a, specific spot on the base. But on Town Hall 8, I always, pre-lure them, except of course, right.
Yeah, sure. At different town, like at Town Hall 9 and 10 and 11, it is different. But certainly at 8 and 7, I think clearing that CC. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Well, if you're ready to attack, let's get into it.
Let me just.
You can go over your troops.
Check my troops. I'm going to be going with 1 golem, 26 hogs, 8 wizards, 4 wall breakers. I do have a level 10 king. I have 5 max hogs in the clan castle with a max poison spell. So yeah, looks good. I'm ready when you are.
Okay, I'm ready for you. I'm here. Attack
Okay.
whenever you want.
Okay, going in now.
We've got a live one, my friends. We have a live one. Let's go, Avi. And there's the CC lair, dragon hound. I mean, very typical dragon loon in the CC. You see it a lot. And here is going to be the funnel. And let's see what he does with the wizards. Nice spread on the wizards. Nice, look at that. Put the poison down. Perfect. Good stuff. He's doing double poison.
Wrong way.
It's okay. Just bringing in the hogs. I kind of like this, helping his king out.
Max one's over there by the
helping his king out. The max, you want your max hogs for sure. There's a Tesla farm. Good heal. I like the heal.
Try to save one.
This is looking very good.
Clean up, making sure I get outside structures.
The final heal, maybe not the best.
All my hogs like I just.
But luckily triggered all these. Nice. Drop your cleanup troops. Yeah, wizards. Nice attack. Even with the wall breaker mistake. Yeah. Even with that mistake, you were still able to compose yourself.
Now, why did that mistake happen? Is it because I released them too far over to the left?
Yeah, and you know, wall breakers go to the nearest compartment with where there's a defense, and that wizard tower was still standing. So you didn't put it far enough right. That happened. I mean, I've had that happen to me a lot too. So it's just either you wait for the wizard tower to drop.
Okay.
Nice attack though. Very nice attack. Good stuff. See, that's why hogs are my favorite at Town Hall 8. They're better than dragons. Oh yes, they are.
Okay.
So let's watch the replay, and just kind of how about you recap what was going on through your head? Did you start freaking out when you had the wall breaker fail? How did you compose yourself? So I'm gonna push play on the replay now.
Tell me what now.
Yep, now.
Okay. So I got the lore done pretty nicely. I saw it was a dragon and a loon, which actually it didn't work out so bad because the dragon had gotten so far in front of the loon that when it did come back, the dragon and loon both pretty much arrived at the same time. So I was concerned about that, but that worked out well. I got my wizards down where I wanted them. The king did not go where I wanted him, but it worked out okay looking at it now because he was in the radius. Even in that square, seems like he was in the radius of the king, and right now he's king on king action. Sprinkled my hogs in. Try to put my max hogs by the first wizard tower that I'm going to be coming into. So they can do the most damage and get through the most of the defenses.
Yeah, you definitely you want to put your max hogs down early on in the attack because if they're down early in the battlefield, they just have more value than waiting till the end. So smart there. I will say your third heal, it wasn't the best, but it didn't matter. I mean, you still crushed the base, but sometimes
you know what?
Yeah.
I saw that what do you call it pop up in the middle, the hidden Tesla pop.
Oh, the Tesla,
yeah. Just better safe than sorry. I knew I wasn't going to have the problem with the remaining hogs that were going in, so I wanted those max hogs to make it through the next section of the base over.
Yeah, and the hardest part, it's easy to. I mean, in the middle of raid, and I try to train myself when I'm hitting like 10s or something to notice, have I triggered the giant bombs yet? And you hadn't. So
yeah, I see that.
And
now.
if you like a skilled attack, I mean, it was a great attack. It really was. You crushed it. But helping the novice player, if you can start to just see the whole entire battlefield and notice, hey, I haven't triggered any double giant bombs or giant bombs. Maybe I should save my heal for when my hogs get there. You know, that will really help improve your game, if that makes sense.
So you actually sit there when you're doing these hog attacks, you count how many giant bombs have gone off?
I try. It's hard. I mean, I try to just train myself to think, okay, I'm placed down my hogs. You in your attack, you had your heal. I'm sure your hands, you clicked on your heal spells and you're looking, okay, where am I going to put the heal? That's what I'm thinking. In the moment, if you can think, okay, have I seen a giant bomb go off? Or if I haven't, that's a good indication, like, okay, he's got his double giant bomb because he had it next to the bomb tower. It hasn't gone off yet, so that means I should save my heal for when that happens. Because see, that third heal, if for whatever, like that third heal that you misplaced, I know why you did it. Your reason is you saw Tesla, maybe it's a Tesla farm. But if for whatever reason your main core hogs hit the double giant bomb plus that bomb tower, they would have died. Those three will kill them all. So it's just something. It's hard to do. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm just saying if you can start to train yourself to notice the battlefield as much as possible, it'll improve your gameplay.
Yeah. Oh wow, that was really a bad heal.
Because you got fortunate that a couple, just like 2 or 3 of your hogs triggered the double giant bombs. So that was fortunate that your main group didn't. But yeah, great attack, Avi. That was really good. So we're going to watch Yoda's second attack. Now, we already learned about the... there was a first attack on this base, and I hit it. If you want to see that attack, watch my other video. I'll link it. It was a Town Hall 7 trying to hit up against a Town Hall 8. Very tough to do. It didn't work out, so we're going to use this Town Hall 8. And this is the strategy, just talking it through. So, luring the CC here. Now, I would actually prefer to bring the hogs on the mortar here because mortar has splash damage that hurts hogs. Cannons, not so much. So if you're going to put your troops and use 4 hogs to do it, put it on the mortar, guys. It'll help you later on in the road, if that makes sense. So just using the hogs, it's okay to use 4. It's okay to use as many troops as necessary to get the lure. If it's a tough lure, if you have to use 6 hogs, that's fine. Now what he uses is a golem. Now the golem in the wizards is really for taking down the enemy king if possible. Even if the king's kind of inside the base, he brings golems and the king behind, and even wall breakers just to break in, to take down the CC with 2 poison and taking down that enemy king. Because I actually lost this attack. If you go out, you can watch this attack. I didn't get the 3-star because I didn't take down the enemy king. But this level 4 hogs, look at this. Perfectly executed. Just sprinkling them in is better than the mass because you don't trip the double giant bombs, and so it hurts less of your hogs. And with the heal spells and the mass hogs, it's total destruction. It's always actually good if you can to maybe save 1 or 2 hogs, and of course your cleanup troops, because look at all these buildings here, guys. You need to put down those wizards right away. Once the hogs have taken down the defenses, that's when you drop your wizards behind and you save maybe 1 or 2 hogs, as he did. Look at that. Yoda showing us how it's done, saving some hogs for the cleanup. So hogs are definitely the most OP. This is a GoHo attack, most OP attack strategy at Town Hall 8, way better than dragons. Even if you like dragons, I mean, you can use it. Maybe if it's a terrible, maybe it's a bad air base, you can use dragons. I'm not saying you can't. It might be base dependent. However, dragons are very base dependent. Hogs can pretty much 3-star any Town Hall 8 if you execute right. There's nothing that can stop them. So really encourage you to get your hogs up, and especially hogs are used at Town Hall 9 way more than dragons. You'll rarely see dragons at Town Hall 9, rarely. And if you are, most top clans, the better players in the game aren't using them, but they are using hogs. So nice swag of the heal. Look at that swag heal spell. Nice 3-star. So that's how you take down Town Hall 8. It wasn't a max Town Hall 8, I understand that, but still, you can take on these bases and crush them, and you can get 6 packs every single time. So guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. We had a mixture of both, kind of scouting the base, seeing what could be taken on, and we already saw his attack on 15, and it was brilliant stuff indeed. So be sure to tune back for more Town Hall 8 content, Town Hall 9 content, 10 and 11, depending on what Town Hall you are. We're going to do this Novice to Pro series and really take it off the ground. So get on board, message me. I want to get in your clan. I want to talk to you. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed again today's video. Please subscribe, please share. I would most greatly appreciate it, my friends. And as always, see you next time. Halo out.